When I got my first Tesla 4 years ago, I wasn't really sure, but nowadays I can't imagine driving anything else. So here are 10 reasons why I continue to own a Tesla and why I think you should get a Tesla in 2026. Number one, being convenient. So if you're somebody who's a bit intimidated by the technology and worried that you have to learn a bunch of new things about this car, don't worry, that couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, the menu is quite big, but it's all in one place on the screen. But when it comes to just driving it, it couldn't be any simpler. And that's because of the tech. So for example, the phone key. I don't have to unlock the car or put a key in or push to start. I just get in and the car is ready to go. And then after I park, I just walk away, and based on my phone's proximity, the car automatically locks when I get a certain distance away, which is as convenient as it gets. And that's just one of many examples of the technology in Teslas that make it easier and more convenient. Now, number two is space. So this is the Model 3, which is the smallest car that Tesla is currently selling, and it has more space than any other car its size. So here's the trunk space, just like any sedan, nothing too crazy, a good amount of space back here. But with Teslas, you get some nooks on the side for some smaller things, but also you can't forget about the sub-trunk, which is also extra space that's back here in your trunk area. The back seats do fold down here if you want even more space back here. And then, as you may already know, because there's no engine, there is a bunch of frunk space, as we call it. And keep in mind, this is the Model 3. The Model Y is the bigger SUV version of this car here. They actually used to literally look identical, but now they look a little bit different on the outside, but on the inside, the Model Y is essentially a bigger Model 3 when it comes to space. Now, number three, we have to mention the Tesla app. I mean, talk about convenience. Basically, anything you can control from the car's menu, you can also control from your Tesla app. We mentioned the phone key, but you also have a menu of quick controls to lock, unlock, open the trunk or the frunk, and so much more, including making the car fart, of course. There's a charging tab where you can see how much you spent and saved on charging, which alone may convince some of you to buy a Tesla. But my favorite thing about the Tesla app is the climate control. You can turn on your climate from anywhere with the Tesla app. So for me, here in Vegas, on a super hot, sunny day, I love to open the app and cool the car down before I get into it, which is an ultimate life hack and one of the best feelings in the world, getting into a ice cold car on a hot summer day. Now, number four, I want to talk about safety because it may be a lesser known fact, but Teslas are one of, if not the safest cars on the road today. On every different crash or safety test, Teslas have scored either perfect or 5 stars. And yes, believe it or not, that does actually include the Cybertruck as well. Don't ask me how, I'm not a safety expert, I'm no engineer, but the Tesla people are smart. For example, the glass roof is cool, but it's also a safety feature that's meant to withstand tens of thousands of pounds of force. And the Tesla batteries are placed in the car in such a way that gives it a low center of gravity, which makes it almost impossible to roll over in any severe accidents. Tesla themselves claim that they prioritize safety over design, technology, and everything else, and the evidence is there. Now, number five, I have to mention full self-driving because this alone is number one for a lot of Tesla owners, and understandably so. When I got my first Tesla about 4 years ago, FSD or full self-driving, it wasn't great. I mean, it was a cool party trick to show off to some family and friends, but not something I would trust to drive me around. But fast forward to today, and right now, Tesla has driverless robotaxis, which are just Model Ys, driving around in Austin, Texas with nobody in them. The same Model Y you can buy right now is doing that, which is crazy. And I've used FSD on and off the last few years, but now I can go like weeks without having to touch my steering wheel at all. Now, to be fair, it's still in a supervised state, which means you have to be here behind the wheel, paying attention to be able to have it drive itself. And also, to be fair, Elon has promised unsupervised FSD every year for like the past 4 years now. But I will say it's at a point where I'm a full believer that it's a matter of if and not when. And the day that you can sit in your back seat and take a nap while the car drives you from point A to point B, that's going to be pretty cool. Number 6 on my list, I want to mention charging, both home charging and supercharging. With any Tesla, you get access to the Tesla supercharger network, which is huge and growing every single year. Superchargers can take your car from about 10% to about 80% in 15 minutes or so, depending on your model, which is the perfect amount of time if you're on a road trip to use a restroom and grab a snack. And they're so easy to use. Everything is integrated, so there's no like extra apps, extra logins, or credit card swipes. You just pull up, you plug in, and you're charging. So you can imagine these superchargers combined with full self-driving make for the easiest road trips you will ever take in your life. But the other side to charging is home charging, which in my opinion is the most convenient thing about owning a Tesla. You might not know this, but you can charge your Tesla on any standard outlet, the same outlet you would charge your phone on. It's a slower charge, of course, but for most people, if you can charge overnight, you'll get more than enough range for your daily driving. So I love when people say like, oh, it takes me 2 minutes to get gas in my gas car. Well, guess what? It takes me about 3 seconds to plug in my Tesla in my garage. I don't even got to go to a gas station, and I pay a fraction of the price. Now, number 7 on my list is the Tesla software and the software updates. So I know I've mentioned technology a bit, but Tesla does a really good job at integrating it in such a way that it's easy to use. The menu is big, but very well organized, and to be fair, a lot of it is just customization, which is super cool, but not really necessary. But the best part with the software is the software updates. You know those Tesla recalls you hear about on the news? Those are just software updates that you can do from your house overnight. Just like you'd update your phone, you can update your car. And on top of this, Tesla constantly adds new features or improves existing features, and all of these software updates are completely free. So your car literally gets better over time, and these software updates help your car never feel outdated. Now for number 8, this will be a short section, but I do want to mention maintenance or lack thereof maintenance. I've had 3 Teslas over the past 4 years. Here's the maintenance that I've done. I've put windshield washer fluid in just one time. I mean, sometimes it does rain here in Vegas. I've changed my air filters like once a year. They cost like $30, and I'm not handy and I can do it myself. So if I can do it, you definitely can do it. I've rotated my tires about every 10,000 miles or so, and that's it. That's all my maintenance. Teslas have less moving parts, so there's way less that can go wrong, and this is shown by Teslas being the cheapest cars to own and maintain over a 5 to 10 year period. And people say the tires tend to wear out quicker, but my first Model 3 made it 58,000 miles before I needed new tires. And I was about to get new tires, but then something happened, and we're just not going to talk about that. Now, number 9 on my list is the fun that you will have with these cars. Teslas are fun. You can watch Netflix, YouTube, you can play all sorts of games, or you can just explore everything Tesla has in its Toy Box app. But more practically, Teslas are fast. Even the slow ones are fast. Because they're electric, there's this instant acceleration that you get when you push the pedal that is a lot of fun. And of course, it's actually useful as well if you need to merge quickly or avoid something in the road. Or, of course, you can always find an empty road and just have some fun, which never gets old. Put your head against the back of the seat just in case. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh! Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And now lastly on my list, number 10 is the price. So what you see here is my Model 3. And the average price of a new car in the US today is almost $50,000. The prices on Teslas are always sort of changing, but currently the base version of this Model 3 starts at $37,000. And the base version of the Model Y, which is Tesla's SUV version of this car, starts at $40,000. Which may not be cheap, I get it, but also keep in mind you're paying for almost no maintenance and you're not paying for any gas. So ownership costs are low, and I have a ton of videos on my channel detailing all my costs, but long story short, these have saved me some serious money. Now, what I have is a Model 3 Performance trim, which I got for the current price of $55,000. Now, I don't know much about cars, but I do know to go from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, usually costs a lot more than $55,000. My point is, for all I mentioned and all you get with a Tesla, I think they're a really great value. And honestly, it's hard to imagine driving anything else. Over time, my mind has changed from like, wow, I can't believe I own one of these, to now it's like, wow, I can't believe why everyone doesn't own one of these. So if you're in the market for a Tesla, I hope this video helped you out. And if you want more Tesla content just like this, make sure to subscribe. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.